So, like Miss Heather said, I am Miss Barbara. For those of you that don't know me, up until about a month ago, I was teaching a wide range of classes. However, like Miss Heather said, my health has required that I make it a priority for a season. I'm just dealing. It's basically a similar to a chronic fatigue type syndrome. I teach reading intervention. This is for typically somewhere between first and third
Oh,
graders. Some foundation in reading, but don't seem to be reading on age group. Um, Definitely not for new learners. So not for pre-K kindergarten. That is Miss Ann, and she does a wonderful job teaching our phonics. This is a slightly faster moving pace because we are reteaching concepts they've already been introduced to. We're just building a better foundation so that they can begin to learn to read. Special needs parents webinar is probably one of my second favorite and my other passion project. This is for all of our parents who are special needs moms and dads. This is where you come with your questions, your frustrations, your I would rather sit with a chocolate bar and cry in the bathroom moments. And I help you kind of go through how you can begin to find peace, how you can begin to find better ways to handle those moments that make you want to cry and give up and say, I can't do this. And then it's also just a place that we build a community of special needs parents so that we have somebody else to lean on. My background comes from social work as well as a degree in early family psychology. So this is usually families with, my degree was focused on families with children ranging from birth to about 10, 11, 12. And I studied family psychology, family dynamics, as well as early childhood development and what that looks like in special needs. That was my specialty. Um, Other than that, I teach the middle school, high school English and math programs. English through, for middle school, we are focusing on building ourselves as writers. And we're going through literature and how that helps us. Christmas is a super fun time. We become realtors and we are going to be writing listings to sell our gingerbread houses. For high school, we are going through British literature and some of the lesser known authors and how they contributed to the society around them, but also how the society around them influenced the works that we have nowadays. For math, we have middle school is intro/slash pre-algebra. So this is an introduction to algebraic concepts as well as beginning pre-algebra. We just got into starting to understand what those algebraic concepts are, what the terminology is. So come December, we're going to have a lot of fun and just do a lot of review and foundational stuff to kind of reinforce what we've learned up to this point. And then come January, we're going to jump right into beginning to put the terminology, those concepts into play with integers, rational numbers. High school economics is our high school math class, and that is done through kind of a concept of playing a real world game of math or of the game of life. So we use the game of life similar to the way we would play the board game, and we go through all the different choices that we have to make as adults. We turn 18 and then we ask the big question, what now? So we're learning economics through what does it really look like in our day-to-day life. So far, we've covered everything from how banking works to what it looks like to buy or purchase a vehicle. We'll be moving into economics with paychecks and going a little bit deeper in that. We had a very basic study on that at the beginning of the year, and we'll be getting into that more, especially when so many children are focused on money during the Christmas holiday. And then in the coming year, we'll get harder into how money works and how do we tie all of these things together. And those are the classes that I teach. Miss Ann and Miss Heather basically cover everything else, but mostly I am the middle school, high school teacher, as well as the special needs resource teacher.
yay, thank you.